everyone, welcome to the next session on operations research. In this session, we are going to discuss about the areas of application of linear programming in OR. Linear programming finds application in various areas within operations research due to its ability to optimize resources and processes efficiently. Here are some key areas where linear programming is widely used. The first one is manufacturing and production. Production planning, determining the optimal production schedule to meet demand while minimizing cost and adhering to capacity constraints. Inventory management, optimizing inventory levels to balance holding costs against stockout risk. Blending problems, mixing raw materials in optimal proportions to meet product specifications at minimal cost. So in manufacturing and production, the first one is production planning, wherein you decide when your products have to be made, when it has to be kept in the inventory, when it has to go to the warehouse and then supplied to the various stores such that the product is in market on time when the customer places the demand. Also, there will be certain constraints on the capacity. So accordingly, you need to decide on the production and its supply to the market such that you are not producing extra and storing in the inventory, or maybe you are producing less and the customers are left wanting for more products. So you need to minimize cost at every stage. Blending problems are when you are going to solve problems of mixing few products together in a particular ratio and make a new product. It could be some kind of diet that you're making for people or some kind of new chemical product that you're making for the customers. Transportation and logistics, transportation optimization, minimizing the cost of transporting goods from multiple origins to multiple destinations. Now this is very common wherein say a truck has to pick up materials from one place and he has to deliver the product to another place. Now on the way he may have to pick up few more products and then deliver it to various destinations again on the way. So this is a part of transportation optimization problem. Vehicle routing, planning optimal routes for delivery trucks to minimize travel time or distance. So when this truck is going from one place to another, which route it needs to follow such that it is reducing the time and the distance which it is covering. Supply chain management, coordinating the flow of goods and materials from suppliers to customers to minimize total supply chain cost. Finance and investment is another header wherein linear programming is applied. Portfolio optimization, allocating assets in a financial portfolio to maximize returns or minimize risk. So these days, investing in share markets is very common. So in which portfolio you need to invest such that you get better returns and you are minimizing the risk involved. Capital budgeting, selecting investment projects to maximize return or investment subject to budget constraints. So how much amount you need to invest or what is the budget you need to set at the start when you are opening up a new business is very important, and this uses linear programming extensively. Workforce and scheduling. Workforce scheduling, creating work schedules that meet demand while minimizing labor costs and adhering to labor regulations. Task assignment, matching employees or machines to tasks to optimize overall efficiency. So when you are assigning job to a particular employee, you need to be careful that the employee is able to cover the job. Also, the machine is able to perform the task efficiently, and there should be an overall optimization of allocation of work. Agriculture and farming, crop planning, determining the optimal planting schedule and crop mix to maximize yield or profit. Livestock feed optimization, formulating animal feed to meet nutritional requirements at the lowest cost. So when you are involved into farming business or agricultural business, you need to plan the feed that you're giving to the animals. Simultaneously, what crops need to be grown are also very important because the crops are generally grown in cycles such that the soil does not lose its fertility and the yield is good enough. Energy and utilities, energy management, optimizing energy production and consumption to minimize costs and meet demand. Power generation scheduling, determining the optimal operation schedule for power plant. So how the power plant has to work is again a part of linear programming. Similarly, the energy management, that is the energy production and consumption, such that you have minimized the cost and you have met the demand of the customers. This also needs to be looked into. Healthcare staff scheduling, planning shifts for healthcare workers to ensure adequate coverage and minimize labor costs. Resource allocation, optimizing the allocation of medical resources such as beds, equipment, and medication. So, this is a part of healthcare where scheduling the staff and resource allocation to the patients is very important and it makes use of linear programming. Telecommunication and network design, network flow optimization, designing efficient communication networks to minimize costs and improve service. Bandwidth allocation, optimizing the allocation of bandwidth in telecommunication networks. So these are the two areas where LP is used. Marketing and sales, marketing mix optimization, allocating a marketing budget across various channels to maximize reach or sales. Sales territory design, optimizing the allocation of sales territories to sales representative. So both of them are again a part of the application of LP in OR. You need to know which sales territory needs to be given to which sales executive, and also you need to find a particular marketing budget across various channels such that you are getting more profit and more reach amongst your customers. Environmental management, pollution control, optimizing industrial processes to minimize environmental impact while meeting production goals. Waste management, planning the collection and disposal of waste to minimize costs and environmental impact. So, environmental management is again a part of applying linear programming in OR. Public services and government, urban planning, optimizing the layout and development of urban areas to improve efficiency and quality of life. Disaster response, planning and allocating resources for emergency response to minimize damage and ensure swift recovery. So these are the two areas where you need to be very efficient, because when you are planning for a city, you need to be careful that the development is good enough and so is the quality of life. Otherwise, people would not prefer staying there. Also, it could lead to health issues if you are not planning the layout of the city properly. Similarly, if there is a disaster response plan, for example, if there is a sudden famine in an area or a flood in the area, or suppose there's just water logging, so how do you get rid of that such that the life does not stop? The people do not have to just get stranded in their houses and they can move out for work. So this is a very important part of public services and government, wherein urban planning and disaster response are to be planned. Retail and e-commerce, inventory optimization, managing stocks levels to balance holding cost and service levels. Pricing strategies, optimizing price strategies to maximize revenue or market share. Education, timetabling, creating optimal schedules for classes and exams to make the best use of resources and minimize conflicts. Resource allocation, allocating educational resources such as classrooms and teachers to maximize efficiency. So, education sector wherein you're making timetables or you're allocating the resources to one another is also something which can be done. Linear programming's flexibility and efficiency make it a valuable tool across these diverse areas, enabling organizations to make data-driven decisions that enhance performance and reduce cost. So we have seen there are 13 different sectors where linear programming can be applied. So with this, I end the session. I hope you have understood the lecture. If you have any doubts, please write to me in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for latest video updates. See you in the next session. Thank you.